I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's amazing to me.
Hello and welcome to Nothing Left Out. A few months ago, I had created a topic that I wanted to touch bases on with you guys. I never got a chance to read it, mention it, post it, anything. I just had it sitting here in my phone. It was about real relationships and what happened to those. Like, where are they? Do they even exist anymore? Is there anything such as a real couple, blended families? I don't know. What happened to real relationships? The person that really wants a relationship, the person that doesn't act like an inside outsider, if you will, speaks like you and your kids can go do this and that, or better yet, fuck that. It sucks being with somebody and feel like you're just being visited at an extended stay. That's the person who really isn't into blending family and don't have no intentions on doing so. So much damage beneath the surface, and people, I promise you, it's no one's place to have to play cleanup from someone else's spills. And that's what a lot of people do in their newfound relationships when they come out of these long, tainted relationships that were toxic. You no longer know how to accept anything from anybody. Myself, I've had several relationships where they were from 3 years to 18. I've always had pretty long relationships because I don't like to be stray. I'm very much into relationships. I love relationships, healthy ones. And I feel a woman of my age has no business sleeping around and jumping from pillow to bedpost. No one should have to be alone. That's a choice. But you don't have to be alone if you don't want to. I believe that when getting involved with women / men with children, no matter their ages, know for sure you're ready to be a part in an entirety. Not some bullshit where most men throw up that fucking I'm not their father card when it suits them. Or you have a woman throwing her, oh, I'm not their mother card. Because when you get into a relationship with someone to have kids, whether if their parents are involved or not, you become part of the children, part of the man, part of the woman's life, period. There's no fucking way around it. And if you don't want that, you don't be with them, period. You take your straggly ass on somewhere else and get you with somebody who doesn't care about close-knit involvement with their family. I'm a family person. I have 6 children. 6. 3 boys, 3 girls. And I would never have someone under my family who's not ready to accept a family. A lot of families are already made. A lot of people have children already. And that's just the way it is. I would like to know who asked anybody to be anybody's father, or who asked anybody to be anybody's mother in the first damn place. In my opinion, some men only use that as a buffer for themselves and to pacify their probably complaining ass exes, which a lot of people still care about the opinion of their exes, where some doesn't. Okay, when you have children with somebody, you do have to care about how they feel about their children, especially if you have children that are very young who can't speak for themselves, then you need to be super concerned with what's going on with your child. If you have children who are teenagers and so forth, there ain't too much you got to worry about, because teenagers are actually growing into themselves. They can speak for themselves. They know right from wrong. They know if they don't like somebody. They know if they're not feeling them, and they're gonna say it. Most are gonna say it. Mine, they're gonna talk. They're very outspoken. They don't bite their tongue. They're very outspoken. If they don't like somebody or something, they're gonna damn say it. So for the most part, I don't have to worry about that. I used to worry about that, but I don't have to really worry about that anymore. It also helps them to feel like they're not doing nothing no different than what they haven't been doing. But if you live in as another person in the same home with a woman, a man, and kids, and you so fucking segregated, then you shouldn't be there in the first place. You really shouldn't. You really shouldn't be there in the first place. You can't be an inside outsider. It doesn't go together. That will never work. It might work for a little while. It's not going to last. Nothing like that will ever last. A real relationship entails everything that completes a family. We eat together, we shop together, we support each other, we do family shit together, period, and we share responsibility equally together. That's how it should be. That's normal shit. I grew up in the system for the most part, and I even learned that by growing up in the system, even though I struggled and had a hard time with blending in with these foster families, because I just felt like I was misplaced. I was suffering mentally and emotionally without my mom, without my dad, without my grandmother, without my grandfather, my siblings, my family. I suffered tremendously. I had those kind of issues, abandonment issues, couldn't sleep at night. I went through a lot. So I would never want to inflict that on anybody because it doesn't feel good. And in some of these relationships, you even have it to where many people, they like to use that term that it's not their house card. Then why move in with someone? That's a big thing. You got to think about that before you do that. On what you're willing to accept, how you're willing to allow yourself to feel the openness, the comfortability, because everybody isn't always looking for someone to step in to do anything. They're just looking to share whatever it is that they already have. Some people are afraid. I don't know. I wish there were more wholesome, undamaged individuals of pure honesty and self-worth. The indulgence would be more worthy of the palate, and it would help a lot. Gotta think about it. A relationship is definitely a responsibility for each other, for the children, for for everything all across the board. And you cannot fall short on any of it, because you can destroy people that way. And you shouldn't want to do that. It's not right. When you take on a man with children or a woman with children, you're taking on an already made family. And you knew that. You did that. So obviously that was something that you wanted to do. You know, you have the choice to do so or to not do so. Nothing is forced. And I said I just wanted to touch bases on that, because it was something I've been thinking about for a long time.
I wear my heart on my sleeve, it's amazing to me. I fell for somebody that did not fall for me. I'm not mad, I'm not sad, I'm just ready to be more happy in life. That's all I can be.